Hey ENTPs, the name is Eric Thor, and in today's video we're talking about the ENTP and why the ENTP is so popular. So as an ENTP, you might have noticed that it's relatively easy for you to make people like you. You can make almost anyone appreciate you and look up to you. And that's a superpower and a strength of the ENTP. But how could it be that ENTP, dominated by extroverted intuition, could even have this gift? Why are ENTPs so good with people? Well, today we're talking about ENTP ego trap, extroverted feeling. What I've found is that extroverted intuition is what you do for yourself as an ENTP because it's who you are, while extroverted feeling represents things that you do for other people because of how you want other people to see you. The tertiary function is often an ego trap for most personality types because it's something that is easy for you to do, but it's also something that you don't really value. While you don't value it intrinsically, you do value it externally. You value it because other people value it. So what ENTPs notice is maybe people don't really like or appreciate your brainstorming or ability to think of new ideas, but they do appreciate your ability to connect and communicate with and talk to them. So ENTPs notice that, hey, other people care about how I come across and my ability to be good with people, but they don't really care about how I am or who I am. So the ego trap for the ENTP is to put all your skill points in charisma. That means to focus purely on how you want other people to see you. That means to focus purely on becoming liked. That means focusing purely on what you give and what you do for other people and for the tribe. The truth is, while stereotypes online might want to paint the picture of the ENTP as a selfish sociopath, truth is most ENTPs are dangerously empathetic to other people and impressionable. That means ENTPs tend to be highly impressionable and highly attentive to how they are perceived and what other people think about them. Now, having such high empathy can be kind of unnerving for an ENTP, and that's why ENTPs tend to switch back and forth from hot and cold, hot and cold, hot and cold. So ENTPs are people that want to connect with people through extroverted feeling and want to appear a certain way. But if what they notice is, like, no matter how much they do it, they don't feel fulfilled by it. So even if they spend a lot of time for other people, doing things for others, they don't seem to get a lot of response for it. And so they get annoyed and they get dissatisfied, and then they switch back to introverted thinking. Introverted thinking is, for the ENTP, your higher authority in life, your mentor, your teacher, you're a good parent that is always like telling you what you should be doing. So ENTPs are always caught in the crossfire of, should I just do my own thing, and should I focus on myself, and should I be 100% selfish, or should I do what's right for everyone else and what everyone else wants from me and what everyone else will like about me? And as an ENTP, you'll find yourself jumping back and forth between these two things. Sometimes you might find yourself going down the trail of constantly focusing on other people and feeling constantly disappointed and dissatisfied because no matter what you do, it's never enough. At other times, you might find yourself putting all your coins in introverted thinking, constantly living life your own way, going your own way, and having and practicing your own race, but being constantly called selfish and constantly feeling guilty for doing it. We all need a mask and a persona, and extroverted feeling certainly fills the role of the ENTP's persona function, while introverted thinking serves the role of much the opposite of your persona, your higher self, your ideal self, who you'd like to be, what you're striving to become. So when you put things into introverted thinking, it's often something that makes you feel cut off from other people. You might want to go more into introverted thinking, but whenever you do, other people get upset with you. And whenever you do, other people think that you're being selfish. And whenever you do, other people are trying to hold and get you back to their side. At other times, you might find yourself constantly trying to do what other people expect from you and trying to please your parents and trying to honor other people's expectations for you. But finding that, you get nothing for it. Like, by constantly putting other people before yourself, you're never happy. It's never satisfying. It's never fulfilling. So the question becomes like, what do you do? How do you get out of this circle of jumping from trying to please other people and trying to be successful doing things your own way? Well, as an ENTP, the only advice I can give is to try to only engage in extroverted feeling out of compassion. Try to detach as much as possible from how you want other people to see you, and try to focus so much as possible on extroverted feeling to people that you care about and people that are important to you. Do it because it's the right thing to do for them and because it will help them and because they will benefit from it. As a second advice, I would say try to put as much point as possible in introverted thinking. Try to always be your best version of yourself possible. Try to honor your higher standard of excellence. Try to apply critical thinking. Try to never bullshit people. Try to always be real and honest, even if other people might be upset or hurt by it. Try to find people who you can be yourself with, people you can talk freely around, people who find your honesty and your way of speaking, communicating refreshing and positive. And secondly, or rather thirdly, when you go into extroverted feeling, do it because it's in your best interests. Try to focus on creating mutual win-win scenarios. So find ways to build connectivity between introverted thinking and extroverted feeling. Try to let these two functions balance each other's out and support one another. Let extroverted feeling be how you do things and how you say things, and let introverted thinking be the leading force, the one that says, say the truth, and extroverted feeling being the ones that says, but say it nicely. Say the truth, but say it nicely. Know how to apply critical thinking, but know how to do it with empathy and compassion for other people. That's the race you're having to figure out as an ENTP. Best of luck to you, and let me know if you like this video in the comments down below.